What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade basketball analysis coming to y'all with that instant analysis on analysisplayground.com on YouTube too. We're gonna talk about Trae Young winning the game against Luka. These two have been compared for many years at this point. It's funny how fast time has gone. Both have made it to a conference final. Both have been all NBA. Both have been multiple time All-Star. I have seen them at the All-Star games in person, and it's just a beautiful thing to see these two mature and grow as players and their teams getting enhanced and better. Tonight we seen a beautiful game from DeJounte Murray taking over in the fourth quarter, showing you that he can do more than just run the offense. He can score the basketball. This is why they traded so much for him, because not only can he rebound at a pretty good level for a guard, he can also handle the ball pretty well, set guys up. He can get to the basket with floaters, use his length and his size to finish. He also can hit the mid-range and pull-ups off screens and then the pick and roll, but he also can hit the three, and he's a solid free throw shooter, and that complements Trae Young, because they felt like they was using too much of Trae Young, and he always was pounding the ball, doing everything, and it just gives them a sigh of relief, a different injection when he's on the bench. And a lot of the time that DeJounte was taking over, they didn't need to use Trae Young as much because they had DeJounte to do it. And even when they're on the court, you have another person that you can throw the ball to. If they switch or put two on Trae Young, that can make a decision and make a play or get you a bucket and rebound the ball and play semi-transition / transition. And DeJounte can do all those things. And it was in full effect tonight. And I'm just proud of DeJounte. He's been an all-star before. He's a solid defender too. Not the greatest defender, but he can stay in front of you. He can poke the ball away. And he can do a lot of things that they was missing on that perimeter, all built into one player. And they still had a situation where they had a lot of young talent that they were still developing. And since Trae Young and DeJounte is around the same age, in their 20s, they can still grow with this young core and still grow with the other pieces and still be a contenderish team in the future. They still need to satisfy that bench a little bit more, in my personal opinion. I still think they can, add some more firepower there. You never can have too much firepower coming off the bench, because you're going to need to score. And if injuries happen, like we done seen this season for the Hawks, you can have the depth to withstand injuries, which they was kind of wonky with. John Collins had a good game tonight. I really love what I seen out of him. He seemed like he had the motor again. He had the want and the will again. They need this from John Collins consistently, just because he is a solid player. And he's been that for the Hawks in the past. 19 points, +2 and plus minus, 4 personal foul, 1 turnover, 2 blocks. Good job using his strength and speed and athleticism to protect the rim. 3 assists, 5 rebounds, 3 of 5 from 3, 8 of 14 from the field. He got the ball inside and made quick shots, quick decisions, didn't hold it, and also finished strong in the paint. That's what you want to see more of. I felt the same way about Okongwu. He cut to the basket, he looked to score, and he got the ball out of his hands quickly if he didn't have the opportunity to score, or he got to the free throw line. And that's what you want to see the bigs do. 11 points for Okongwu, -4 and plus minus, 4 personal fouls, 3 turnovers, 1 block, 1 assist, 5 rebounds. 2 of them was offensive, 3 or 4 from the free throw line, 4 or 6 from the field. DeAndre Hunter chipped in 11 points, +7 and plus minus. He almost fouled out though. He got caught in a lot of tricks, but he ended up finishing with only 5. 2 turnovers, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. He was 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, 4 of 9 from the field. Trae Young didn't have the greatest offensive output, but I feel like this is why you want him to be level-headed and just work on playing off the ball and work on being a catch and shooter and a guy that can turn down threes and put the ball on the floor, make a floater, make a midi, or get all the way to the basket and lay it in. Those are things that he can use with the talent that he has to do similar things that DeJounte does. I think they can communicate and find ways to branch off of each other and make the offense more potent and more smooth instead of rocky and predictable. 18 points for him, 4 turnovers. He also had 3 steals, 12 assists, so a double-double for him. He also grabbed 4 rebounds. He was 8 of 8 from the free throw line. He can do more of that 0-1 from the three-point line, 5 of 11 from the field. I like what I seen out of Trae Young, but DeJounte, 30 points, +7 and +minus, 4 personal fouls, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 4 assists, 7 rebounds. One of them was offensive. 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 of 6 from the three-point line, 12 of 18 from the field. Griffin, 10 points, +10 and +minus, 2 personal fouls, 2 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 of 2 from 3, 3 or 4 from the field. This is a solid game from him. This is the type of production you want from your bench. Consistent, double-digit scoring, solid defense, activity all around in transition, wing scoring. I think that's something that he adds. Same with Johnson. I just feel like he has been solid off the bench for them too. 3 points, +2 and +minus, 1 steal, 1 assist, 1 rebound, 1 of 1 from the three-point line, 1 of 1 from the field. Clint Capella has just been great all season for the most part. Has been really productive. 16 points, +10 and +minus, 1 personal foul, 1 block, 1 steal, 6 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 0 of 1 from 3, 7 of 11 from the field. Bogdanovich, 12 points, +6 and +minus, 3 personal foul, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 5 assists, 3 rebounds, 2 of 8 from 3, 5 of 13 from the field. Did a good job of scoring in the paint, getting to those middies, and getting out in transition and making decisions. Other than that, Martin, Kaminsky, Favors, Holiday, Aaron Holiday, Justin Holiday, Krejci, 57% from the field. As a team, it was nothing that they couldn't do and couldn't make tonight, and even the tough ones was falling, even in the paint. 50% from 3, they was 13 of 26. They had some spot ups. They made the best of their opportunities when they was open, and they also got some tough ones to fall. And then a beautiful 19 of 20 from the free throw line. You gotta love to see them not missing no easy ones tonight. 95% from the free throw line. 35 rebounds, 28 assists, 7 steals, 4 blocks, 12 turnovers, 23 personal fouls, 130 points scored. And the Dallas Mavericks just seemed like they ran out of gas. They just couldn't defend and score enough points to offset the hot shooting from the Hawks. The Hawks scored 40 points in the first quarter alone. The Mavericks scored 37, 25 to 25 in the second quarter. The Mavericks scored 35 points. The Hawks scored 33 points, but the Hawks kept it going throughout the entire night, 32 to 25, and the Mavericks just missed another score tonight, and they just ran out of gas. Finney Smith, 9 points, -1 and +minus, 1 personal foul, 1 turnover, 3 assists, 9 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 1 of 6 from 3, 3 of 9 from the field. Christian Wood, 22 points, +1 and +minus. He almost fouled out with 5, 1 turnover, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 4 assists, 9 rebounds, 1 of 1 from the free throw line, 3 of 7 from 3, 9 of 17 from the field. Shot 50%. Made some pull-up threes, made some tough threes, was able to get to the basket, was able to finish strong. Just a great play for this team. I love what I've been seeing out of Christian Wood this month and last month. Really has been great as a starter, giving them something that they've been missing. Powell, 6 points, -2 and +minus, 2 personal fouls, 1 assist, 2 rebounds, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 of 2 from the field. Spencer Dinwiddie made some big shots, just not enough all together as a team to get the W though. 20 points, -5 and +minus, 1 personal foul, 3 turnovers, 2 steals, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. 1 of them was offensive. 0 of 2 from the free throw line, 4 of 10 from the three-point line, 8 of 18 from the field. And Luka Wonderboy Doncic, 30 points, -5 and +minus, 3 personal fouls, 7 huge turnovers. Really helped the Hawks out a lot there. And he only had 8 assists. That's just a bad turnover to assist ratio. Nobody brings that term up anymore, but it's still important to the game. 4 rebounds, 10 of 12 from the free throw line. He got there often using his strength and his tactics to get there, and he only missed 2 of them. He did miss a lot of threes. A lot of them was contested. A lot of them was tough. You got to give credit to the Hawks for staying in front of them, making them dribble out the clock, and making them take stagnant offense. And that's how they was able to get, more flow. And I feel like they just couldn't, keep the Hawks in check enough. 9 of 19 from the field for Luka. Bertans, the Latvian laser, 3 points, -3 and +minus. He made 1 3, which was a tough chuck, but he did make it, and that's all he did tonight. No rebounds, no nothing. He really has been a huge disappointment for the Dallas Mavericks, for him to be one of their highest paid players and for him to be known as a laser because of his three-point shooting ability. He hasn't really gave them anything, even shooting this season and last year to me. Reggie Bullock, 18 points, negative 17 and plus minus. He almost fouled out. 1 turnover, 1 steal, 2 assists, 2 rebounds, 4 of 7 from three, 7 of 11 from the field. This is a solid game from him. You just want to see him space the floor and make plays and make shots. He did that tonight. JaVale McGee sighting out tonight. 3 points, 1 personal foul, 2 turnovers, 1-1 from the free throw line, 1-1 from the field. Green, 9 points, negative 11 and plus minus, 1 personal foul, 1 turnover, 1 steal, 1 assist, 1 rebound. One of them was offensive, and that was the only one that he had. 2 of 4 from the free throw line, 1-1 from three, 3 of 3 from the field. And Hardy, 2 points, plus 3 and plus minus, 0-1 from the three-point line, 1 of 2 from the field. Didn't really get the minutes or the opportunity tonight. You want to see him play more. He gives them athleticism, a guy that can make shots, a guy that can get to the basket, and a guy that can score. Something that they really been missing is consistency off the bench when it comes to scoring and playmaking, and I feel like Hardy can be that guy for them. Ntilikina, Pinson, and Lawson did not play. It was the coach's decision. 52% from the field as a team, 38% from three, which is above average for them. Sometimes they shoot it, sometimes they don't. 75% from the free throw line. They are about below to average at free throw shooting, which is a disappointment for an NBA team. 31 rebounds, 26 assists, 5 steals, 3 blocks, 16 turnovers, 19 personal fouls. The Hawks improved to 23 and 22. They're 11 and 13 away. And the 24 and 22 Mavs improved to fall to 16 and 7 at home. I like what the Hawks have been doing lately. I feel like they're relying a little bit on tough shots, but you're going to have to make them. This is the NBA. You have to work for every bucket usually that you're going to get. It's not going to be easy. It's not supposed to be easy. People fighting for checks, fighting for livelihood, fighting for their careers to continue and to be successful. And I love the fact that the Hawks have been on a win streak. I feel like this team has underperformed under Nate McMillan. They have everything you need in the front court. Now that Clint Capella is back, they have everything you need in the backcourt: speed, quickness, athleticism, and rebounding and defense. And DeJounte and Trae Young is one of the best scorers / playmakers and decision makers in the league. That's an elite backcourt. And then you look at the small forward position. They have Green. They have Bogdanovich. They have enough guys in there that can make shots and make plays to the point where you wonder, even with Hunter, he's lanky, he's athletic, he can make shots and plays. Why isn't this team functioning the way they need to? One was health, one was chemistry, putting a new big piece in there and trying to figure things out on the fly. They had training camp, they had the summer, they had preseason, they looked amazing, and then when they played against teams, once the adjustments was made, they just got stuck because they didn't evolve and adapt enough. You got to blame that on the coaching staff, and you got to blame that on the communication of the team, knowing that this is an 82-game grinding season, and we have to get everything thrown at us, but we have to be prepared and be able to counter that. And I feel like they lacked that knowledge, and they lacked that preparation, and that was a disappointing thing for me to see as an analyst, but I'm going to point that out to the fans because that's what I do. And I feel like this team has another level that they can hit. You know, this is not and should not be a play-in team. This should be a playoff team. When you got 2 all-star caliber players and you have a front court that can set screens and rebound the way that they do, there's no reason why this team isn't a top 6 seed in the Eastern Conference because they're not really missing nothing but a bench, and you can figure that out during the buyout season, adding 1 or 2 good pieces that can really fit inside your defense / offensive schemes. And even then, they still have young guys that can grow, like I said, in the future to where they can grow with this team while DeJounte and Trae Young continue to be all-stars. So I love what I see talent-wise. I just don't like the execution, and I don't like the preparation when it comes to schemes and game plans, and I don't like how they play defensively sometimes. They're a little loose and a little bit too comfortable. They don't get up for every game, even offensively, and that's something you have to blame on the coaching staff and the personnel that they don't take every game serious. It could be immaturities, it could be insecurities as players, but they have to nip these things in the bud if they want to become championship contenders, which they're not that far off from being, in my personal opinion, when it comes to talent on the paper and what they can be able to do as a team. Other than that, continue to like, continue to subscribe. Quinn Wade, Basketball Analysis, signing out.